Come with me on this journey today as I go and explore a 550-year-old reef system out in the bush in the Kimberley. So let's go. It, but that tree's kept me shaded all morning. My bed is still in the shade, and this is going to rehydrate me for a swim. That easy. So I've come out on the station today to do a little bit of exploring, and this is what I've come to find. It's a 550 million year old reef, Dolphin Rock, or dolomite, some would call it. And yeah, it's cool. There's heaps of boabs here. Yeah, once upon a time we had lots of fish here, so we're going to go and see if we can find maybe some art and just have a general look around, because I like cool shit like this. I'm not 100% sure why it's got black outside this old reef, but there's a rock just here. This is what inside it looks like. It's that colour. Once you chip it, it has that beautiful white on the inside. You can see this, but see these ridges here and here and here and all the way along. This is really sharp. So back in the day, the sea snails used to climb up here and eat the reef and come back and forwards, and they'd leave these lines like a bulldozer does, and then they just over years and years, they're so sharp, so sharp. You can see where it's run up. There's all lines, like it's on the whole lot. Some really good examples of it. Up there. Now we're up on top of the roof. You can see all the marks and the snails. They're cruising around eating the reef. The higher we get up, the better our view gets. Not getting any greener yet. There's a hole. Goes out to the top of the reef. And there's some stalagmites or talagmites, I can't remember which one it is now. Starting growing from the roof. There's a big long one from here. Deposits of calcium. There's a really big one next to me. And then you can see the iron oxide on the rocks. And there's a nice big cave. This rock here has got a coating like over it. It's like paint nearly. And I think that's iron oxide and mineral deposit. So just see it comes down and all the stain and the stalagmites all dripping and a big hole from where it obviously bundles and comes out like a big waterfall and finds its way out through there. Found this old Bohemia. It's been here a while. Could be 400-600 years old, given it's a bonsai and it's living in this rock. The sheer size of it, it's a big scar on its back, like it used to lean up against something, and it fell over. And now it lays here, but it's still in good health. Love a good old tree. Valley in here. It's quite cool. Another cave. Oh, this one's hell cool. Big tree roots coming down. There's some wallabies or something been in here. Oof, it's nice and thick up here. Another big Bohemia. You really get a good look at that damage those sea snails make at the top of the reef. Less obviously it rains, there's obviously less water running on them than it does when it flows down. So I was just down here to give you a bit of an idea what we're looking at and going exploring today. It's only a tiny amount. But there's some hell caves and big old trees, and this is hell cool reef. And the view too, across the plains, more hills, more reef. So this hole here, it goes right in and around. And obviously when it rains, it spits out water, lands on the rock and runs down here. There's a big stalagmite just growing here. You can see it there better. And then there's this hole, and it goes in and up and down, so this is sort of the halfway point. Awesome valley. This big cave, I was just trying to get down there, but it's a little bit skewiffy, and I might just see where some sun shining through there, so I might just go around and see if I can find the other side. But wow, it's a lot cooler standing here than it is out there. Whenever I see a fig tree, it's like a symbol of Buddha or, religion or the sky people or fucking whatever. But always when I find one, like this big old one here, it's near the entrance to a big cave, I gotta go explore it because I'm hoping that we can find some art or something, or some some stuff that is visible still being used. Here's the fig tree, and here's the opening to a cave. Would you look at that? You can see the iron oxide on the rock, like rust. That's where I was before, where I couldn't get down. Might have to get the head torch out and go for a walk down there. Oh no. I'll have a gander down there in a minute with the head torch. Big old fig tree root, look. Heaps of them. Probably from that fig tree that's up there, because that fig tree could be 5, 6, 7, 800 years old. Hard to tell, they grow in rock. But they smell the water. And it's definitely him, because that tree root right there comes right through here, goes back in the ground here again, pops out in a few places. So grand. And all the mineral build up from just dripping millions of years, drop by drop. Wow. It just doesn't stop. Big wall there. That's huge, this joint. And then all the stalagmites. Crazy. Exploring is good. This reef where I'm at, it's about 65 kilometres, 70 kilometres long, and in parts it's 1.5 kilometres wide, and then it's thinner, but there's so much to explore. I've literally just come into one section today. This is just, I saw a valley, so I went walking up there, and all you can do is walk through a valley, and then hopefully you just come out and you find things like this. You can spend years out here looking. I've spent years out here looking. This is one section I haven't been to yet, which is really exciting. So I've broken out the head torch because it's a little bit dark in here for my eyes, but the camera can see it. I'm gonna go and look in this one. What's on in here now? Oh, there's one that's joined up. Huge one in behind there. There's crickets on the walls. just keeps going. Wow. You can really see the calcium deposit on the top of this one. It looks like porcelain. I don't know, it's hard to see with it. But yeah, it obviously drips off that one. Yeah. Heaps of them. That's freaky. And then here, big tall one. Another one starting here. Another one of those white ones. And then a little pool here. Another one starting there. And this one. Pretty crazy. Not sure if you can see that with the camera, but that's shiny. That's sparkly. Trying to make it glisten, but oh, you can see a little bit there, just here. But the whole thing is shiny. This is crazy. This big old girl. Just stalagmites everywhere. All the way up. And just when you think you're at the end, you can find another bit. And then you'll find another bit. Really good to do this with somebody. One of the longest underground cave systems in the country, I think, is out here. And there's underground cave systems out here that go down into the ground that they come out and explore a fair bit. They still haven't mapped them all, so they don't know if they are the biggest, but they believe they could be the biggest, longest underground tunnel system in the world. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And that's it. We're out, back into the sunshine. We're talking about bonsais and rocks. Get a load of this big one. Big, real old baobab. Really old. And this is in the rock. It could be thousands of years old. Judging by the size of its arms. Here, thick. Thicker than your legs, all the way down, and for it to be rubbing on the rocks and then just gouging its footprint into the ground, and it's moving everything in its way slowly. It's awesome. Big tree root. It's so majestic. Well, we're back out in the grasslands. That was really good. That was fun. It's about 37 degrees here today. It's not going to get any cooler until March. It's only going to get hotter. Actually had a good night last night. It was about 20 degrees overnight. Probably helped because I had about 14 bloody beers. That didn't help today, that's for sure. But yeah, come along for the next ride. You. Love pandanus. There's a gubbins tree. That one will have fruit on it. Start to get ready. Wet season time, there'll be lots of fruit on that tree. Same as this tree here. It's a fruit tree. Another fruit tree. Lots of fruit trees. All loaded up and heading back to town. Great place to just come and even just listen to the beauty of it now. All the boabs, black background. It really is just a beautiful place. So much to do out here, so much.